Hello children, hope all of you are okay. Today we will continue our lesson Economics Chapter 1 Development. As in our previous class, we have already learned about the definition and some principles of development. So what we learned, development is a process in which something grows, becomes more mature and advanced. And we have learned three basic principles. Number one, different people have different developmental goals. Okay, it means every individual's developmental goals is different. Suppose there is a landless farmer, so his developmental goals will be if he had land. For an Adivasi, his developmental goals will be if he will get equal representation in the society. Okay, so we can say different people have different developmental goals. I think it is clear to you. Our second principle was what may be development for one may not be development for others. So for this principle you can say कि it is not necessary what I am thinking it is the development for me may not be development for you. Okay, for example you can say if to build a dam on river, okay, for industrialists it's a big development for them, but for the villagers it's not development for them because they have to shift to other place from there. So we can say from this situation what may be development for one may not be development for others. Our third principle was people look at a mix of goals rather than one. For example you can say choosing job. How? I'm giving you an example. For a good job, my dear children, it's not means only salary. Okay, means there are so many things which matters most. How? Like job security, number of working hours, working atmosphere, number of holidays, etc. Okay, so you can say people look at a mix of goals, right? We have already learned about some terms which we use for comparing countries. Maybe you are thinking if developmental goals are different for everyone, so how can we say that one thing is developed and another one is underdeveloped? So children, when we compare things, it has some differences as well as it has some similarities. Actually it depends on the purpose of comparing. Okay, maybe in your class I am comparing students and it will depend on your height, weight, knowledge, talent, etc. So it will depend what is the purpose of compare the children. If I have to select some students for quiz competition, I have to select the children on the basis of their knowledge obviously, and it is not matter in this situation if any child is tall or short. Okay, as the same way for comparing countries, their income is considered as the most important attributes. Countries with more income is developed rather than countries with low income. Now we will talk about the national income. The sum of income of all the citizens of a country is called national income. You know the term per capita income. What is per capita income? When national income is divided by total population of the country, the result is the average income or per capita income.